A quiet morning is shattered by a frantic domestic violence call, leaving officers to face a suspect who is already begging to be locked up.
Man, I'm trying to go to work.
Stop talking.
She threw her phone at me as hard as she could, and she was throwing the car seats at the windshield.
He's got a mouth on him that can talk himself out of anything. Just take me to jail, man.
The physical evidence points to a brutal attack. But as police begin to dig, they realize the victim and the aggressor might have completely switched places.
I hope he's coming to jail too.
Lose the attitude. You understand?
Don't curse at me.
Get in the car. Let's go.
When officers first arrived on scene, they found Campbell walking away from the residence, visibly shaken and defensive.
Boyfriend was somewhere around here with a black shirt. Okay. She said he was waiting out here, waiting for us, but I guess he left recently.
How did all this start, I guess? What was she saying?
They don't live together. He had the kids. He brought the kids back and was supposed to, I guess it was a miscommunication. He was supposed to bring them to school, but he brought them home. And he called her. She wasn't picking up the phone. Then
To the responding officers, Campbell's high-energy reaction looks like guilt, leading to an immediate detention.
Did you see my wrist? She tried to break it. All I did was walk outside and leave. I just walked down the street to leave.
We're trying to determine that right
So,
now.
scream.
Man,
calm your nerves.
man, I'm trying to go to
Shut
work.
up. Stop talking. You're not being arrested. You're being detained. So you don't
I understand that. I'm not leaving nowhere.
Okay.
So why
So
are
stop
you
talking.
yelling then?
Dude, do you see my wrist? She tried to break it. It's hurting as the y'all are
Okay.
detaining me. Ask her to see her
Right.
phone.
Stop talking.
Just-
You
you don't wanna
stop
listen, that's
talking,
fine.
okay?
In domestic disputes, officers must neutralize the immediate threat before they can begin separating truth from emotion.
The only thing we're trying to do is figure out what's going on. However, when we get a call saying that you did something that could be considered violent, you're going to be detained. That's the way it works.
I understand.
Okay? Up until the point that we make a determination as to what happened, once we make a determination, if you need to be under arrest, you'll be under arrest. If you don't, you're coming out of handcuffs. But you standing out here screaming like
I understand.
For you standing out here screaming at us like we did something wrong when all we're trying to do is figure out what happened. The moment we figure out what happened, you're going to be the first.
With the victim pointing to physical wreckage, the officers need to understand the catalyst behind this sudden explosion of violence.
So no, I promise.
All right.
Would you like to explain what happened today?
Okay, you better bring my children home, and she's mad because I wouldn't bring them to daycare. Okay. She told me I was a piece of shit. She threw her phone at me, tried to break my wrist while I was leaving. I walked inside with the baby. I put the baby in the.
How'd she try to break your wrist?
With her phone. She hit my phone with her. She threw her phone at me as hard as she could, and I put my hand up, and it slammed into my wrist instead of my face. While I was outside, the phone.
A history of separation and custody battles often leaves a trail of resentment that eventually boils over.
So man, I was a piece of and started raging. When I told her I was leaving, she started hitting my car. I was literally trying to get in my car, and she was throwing the car seats at the windshield. Busted it with the scooter, hit it with the stroller. I told her I was calling the cops. I wasn't really calling the cops. I was just trying to just calm her down a little bit, and I walked down the
With Campbell's side of the story on the record, the officers must now read him his rights before cross-referencing his timeline with the caller.
and she's at her boyfriend's house in Lacombe with my children.
Okay. So was she like?
Ma'am, okay,
whoa.
we'll talk to you. Stay over there, okay?
You think she was throwing the phone at you, or she was just throwing? She was throwing things. Like she was trying to physically hit you, or she was trying to hit the car.
She was in the doorway of the house on the side. I was outside. She threw the phone at me for sure.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
The investigation pivots to the house, where the person who dialed 911 is waiting to deliver her version of the morning's chaos.
Can I go get a sip of water or something first?
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be held against you in the court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him or her present with you while you're being questioned. Do you understand each of these rights I've explained to you?
I understand the rights, but I don't understand why you're reading
With
them.
these rights in mind, do you continue to
Yes,
wish to talk
yes.
to us? Okay.
Can you wait over there, man?
When allegations of physical assault are made, officers look for immediate physical evidence to support the claims.
Today or just...
Today. What happened? Why are we out here?
Well, he's not supposed to come here because he called the cops on me actually a week ago.
Why is he not supposed to come?
He called the cops on me a week ago because I went to his house.
Okay.
So the cop called and spoke to me and told me I do not have to let him come here. Even though his name's on the lease, he does not live here. He's not welcome here.
Officer narrows his eyes. He begins to challenge Jennifer's contradictory statements, focusing on the glaring gaps in her story.
Get their things last night and left so that we didn't have to be around each other.
Okay.
Trying to make it work. So he was supposed to bring them to school this morning.
Okay.
So we should have never come in contact with each other today.
Okay.
He should not be here. He's not welcome here. So whenever he did come, he opened the door, put the kids inside. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, you're supposed to bring them to school. So he comes outside to get the car seats.
It doesn't take long for Jennifer's narrative to crack under the pressure of basic chronological logic.
He was mad already because I wouldn't answer the phone while I was sleeping. I could show you he called me 6 times this morning. So he got the car seats, and I did come outside, get away from the kids so that we could have a conversation. He pushed me, hit me, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I threw something at his windshield. Because he wouldn't leave. I kept saying, you need to leave. You're not...
So what was the original plan when he took the children yesterday?
He's supposed to take... There wasn't a plan. We can't communicate.
Jennifer shifts her weight nervously, looking away from the officer's direct gaze as she realizes her timeline is falling apart.
Do that. Would you like me to tell you again?
Yeah, because it didn't make any sense to anybody.
Okay, so when he came here, I had my car parked right there on the street. I let him pull in the driveway, and I left, so that I never had to speak to him.
So
he
you
came
just
this
wanted him to
morning.
leave the kids here?
No,
With
he
nobody?
was picking the kids up. This morning, you know?
No, I'm asking, how was he supposed to drop the kids
He's
off?
not. He was supposed to bring them to school.
Okay, I already asked you that, and you said there was no plan. So how was he supposed to know that if there was no plan on anything like
A fabricated story usually falls apart when the speaker is forced to explain the sequence of their own actions.
that?
I told him last night on the phone that he needed to bring the kids to school this morning.
Okay, well, he said that there was no plan such as that.
Okay?
Okay,
So in my mind, he wasn't coming here to bring these kids. They were supposed to
Okay.
bring them to school. I guess he must have thought different. Because obviously, y'all wouldn't be here if we could communicate better.
So how did it transpire from him dropping the kids off to his windshield?
Because he hit me.
While Campbell's story remained consistent and backed by physical damage to his car and wrist, Jennifer's timeline collapsed into an admission of property destruction.
I walked outside. I threw my phone at him.
At what point did he push you, and what was being said at that moment?
It was, why are you here? Why didn't you bring the kids to school? I work from home. I sit in my living room and work, and I was supposed to start work at 8 o'clock. He came here at 8:05 with the kids. I guess talking about get them dressed and bring them to school. And I said, I'm supposed to be working already. And he said, I'm supposed to already be at work. So you want to be a half dad? You want to take them for the night, but you can't get them?
Jennifer, the consequences of her explosive rage and false reports are about to catch up with her.
Open-handed, it was more of a push. So if anything, he was pushing you away from him.
Okay, so he can just come here and do whatever the he wants and I go to jail.
That's not what happened. But
That is what happened. Yeah, it is. Okay. I'm not even cut you. I'm not going nowhere. You don't got to hold me.
Even when faced with the reality of her actions, Jennifer refuses to accept accountability, choosing instead to lash out at the officers.
No. If you, hold on, real quick. Stop. Jennifer, at this point, you're under arrest and you're in our custody. You don't make the rules. Lose the attitude. You understand?
Don't curse at me.
Get in the car. Let's go.
Please don't push me on the ground.
To see how a mother tried to throw her baby out from the car window and the shocking way a stranger saved them, click the video on the screen right now.